Yep, that's me. 2 months ago. And that's where this tale of my most expensive Munro to date begins. I had decided to drive up the night before, sleep in the car and get an early start for this Munro. Unfortunately, however, I didn't pack my walking trousers or my shorts, and as you can see, I only had my jeans. Not exactly the perfect attire for climbing on a Munro in. However, I tried to go as far as I could on this occasion. I got as far as the first river crossing, but it was far too deep and I would have got absolutely soaked, and I didn't fancy doing the whole Munro and sitting in the car all the way back down in wet jeans. So in today's adventure I revisit this glen, this time with a new companion, somebody who's never done a Munro before. I really enjoy giving people their first experience of the Scottish Highlands. I find it a great privilege, and I love seeing their smile and the amazement on their faces like when they actually see these fantastic views and sights. So we'll fast forward 2 months. This time I've got Ian with me. We chucked the bikes in the back of the car, headed up early doors, arrived about 8 o'clock in the morning and began the 4 kilometre cycle in towards where we would dump the bikes, just past the Queen's Well. And in case you don't recognise or haven't guessed the location yet, this is Glen Mark, and the Munro we're going to be doing today is Mount Keene. Mount Keene is the most easterly Munro, and it's considered by quite a lot of people to be one of the easier or easiest Munros, and I use that term very loosely because there are no easy Munros. Given any set of weather circumstances at that given height, any Munro can be absolutely treacherous. So today's adventure, the weather forecast was looking excellent. The cloud looked well above 900 metres, we could almost see the top, and we were really looking forward to what was shaping up to be a most excellent day. Good morning everybody, welcome along to another Alpine Studios adventure. Today we are in Invermark. I've not got Matt with me, I've got a newbie though. I've got Big Ian with me.
Hiya. For
his first Munro, and if you can't tell by the location, we are currently in the most easterly Munro, are going up to do Mount Keene. So what we've done is we've cycled in 4 kilometres into this nice wee house. We're going to leave the bikes here because we're definitely not fit enough to cycle up there, and we're going to climb Mount Keene. It should take us a couple of hours and then we'll head back down and cycle back. So we'll catch you up further up the trail. So about 5k in, just about to turn this corner, thought I'd give you a wee come up. Absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. So just going to keep plodding on and see how far up we can get before we need to stop for a wee break. How are you doing, Ian?
All good. Actually really enjoying it, it's lovely.
Good,
it's great.
Good.
I'm not broke down yet. Still time though.
Absolutely. So that's us 6.5k in. Probably relatively not too bad to climb up. Not the steepest. A bit of a slog. But we're getting there, just ran into our first people that we've seen all day. And I would reckon we shall be at the top in less than an hour. You think?
Maybe a wee bit more. Hour and 10. We'll race.
You could race, I'm not racing. We're making good progress now. We are 7k in. That's where we've just come up. Where we're going, just up there top of Mount Keene. So only 2 kilometres to go. So that wee last section was pretty steep, wasn't it?
It was, aye. Got the old legs working.
Definitely did.
Aye.
Sweating now. But certainly, what's really good is you can actually see where you've come from and where you're actually going to. It kind of gives you a much better perception of distance. But we'll get the drone up as well before we get to the top, get some footage as well. I'm trying to see if we can see any other, because it still looks relatively clear across there, because I'm pretty sure one of them over that way should be Mayor and Dreeish. I'm not too sure which ones it is. So just looking out onto the Cairn Gorms, you see how much snow there still is. Absolutely mental. Look at that. Right, Not too much more to go. Really enjoying this kind of last bit. It's not too steep. You gotta get a good pace. So. Aye, maybe spoke too soon there. In terms of summit approaches, the last kind of half kilometre to the top of Mount Keene is very straightforward and very simple in good weather. The hardest bit I would definitely say is when you get to the very top. The trig point is on quite some loose rocks and you kind of have to take care when you're kind of scrambling up to get to the very top. But apart from that, getting up here and seeing the views out to the Cairngorms was brilliant. If you can just have a look here on the far right, you can see Loch Nagar, and then kind of the centre left of the screen you could actually make out Mayor and Driesh as well, the ones I'd done just previously a couple of weeks before. Munro, 7, 19. Well done, Ian.
Thank you.
Your first Munro.
Oh,
Congratulations.
awesome.
What a perfect view. Brilliant view for it. The old 360 without falling over. Spectacular. Well, that's us made it back down the hill to this little bothy type place. We've just got the bikes back in. There's Ian. So how was the downhill, Ian?
Feeling it.
I would have to agree. I don't think it was too steep, but it was certainly seeing the legs coming down a bit.
Well, thighs are feeling it. It'll be a struggle to walk to the toilet later.
Right, so we've got about another 4 kilometres just to cycle back out. We're just going to take it nice and easy. But the weather's been fantastic. Clouds coming in now as forecast, so I think we made the perfect timing choice. Wasn't too hot, too cold, and the weather was just spot on. So we're going to make our way back now after a fabulous little adventure. How did you enjoy that, Ian?
That was brilliant.
You enjoyed that?
Absolutely wonderful.
I have to say, I did.
It was a perfect morning spent.
Aye, I have to say I really enjoyed that. That was like the perfect mix of biking and hiking.
Aye, and not too much hard work, not too easy. Just the perfect amount of effort having to go into it.
Just shame about getting absolutely covered in mud on the way back, but
That's half the fun.
that's true, that is half the fun. Aye. I would definitely say that was easier than Schiehallion. Not the easiest Munro, there are no easy Munros, you know that. But I'd definitely say it was one of the easier Munros.
It's a perfect morning. You can do up and down with relatively little experience.
Well, how long's that taken us?
We have been, so we left about, was it 20 to 10? 20 to 9?
But just before 9 I think it was.
Aye, so it's 10 past 1, so what's that? 4.5 hours?
4.5 hours. That's alright. And yeah, we were at the top for a good half hour at least.
Half hour, aye.
Aye, at least. But no, it's certainly a lot busier now that we've come back down here. No, are you up for another one?
Yes.
Good man.
Not
That's what I like to
today,
hear. No, not today. No.
Maybe tomorrow.
Unfortunately, that joy was short-lived. You remember at the start I said this was my most expensive Munro to date. And yeah, I did have to use 2 lots of petrol and come up here twice. But about 2 miles from the car park, I accidentally hit a very large pothole and completely and utterly destroyed my tyre. I managed to get a space saver on it and get all the way home, but I did and was left with a £200 bill for that. So yes, Mount Keene, my most expensive Munro to date. We'll see you all in the next one.